Okay, for the challenge, I also wanted you to create a bowl. I've had a request for a video on a bowl. So you can see here I have a bowl, and I'm just going to do shaded there. But just to show you, this is the bowl that I had created. I smoothed it out a little bit just by hitting 3, and it makes it a little bit better. But let's go ahead and create that bowl. I used 2 spheres for this, and I'll go ahead and increase the size of that so you could see. Let me move this out of the way here. I'll have 2 bowls eventually. So there's my sphere. And I don't have a flat bottom. What I could do is use a box for that and flatten the bottom a little bit so that I could have a little bit more like a bowl with a little place for it to stand. If you had a bowl like this, it'd be rocking all over the place, right? So we do need to use reference for this. And what I'll do is I'll use a little cube to just flatten the bottom out a little bit. I gotta make sure that it's right in the center there. And again, everything that you drop in drops in the center here. So I'll go ahead and just create another sphere, and I'll move that out. And I'll increase the size of that, and then move it down a little bit so that I can cut into that bowl. That looks okay. So I'll go ahead and select what I want to cut into first, hold down Shift, select my cube at the bottom and the sphere at the top there that's going to cut into this middle part, the initial sphere. Go up to Mesh, Booleans, and click on Difference. And now you can see that I have a bowl and the bottom is flat. And if you hit 3 on your keyboard, actually you have to select it, but if you hit 3, it's going to smooth that out and make it more smooth for you. Now if I render this out, I've got 2 lights in here. Hopefully they're in the right spot, but let's try it out here. I'm going to switch over to Maya and click on this little button here to render current frame again. And there's not much lighting in there, so let me go ahead and add an ambient light. And go ahead and move that away. Let's try that one more time. Let me go to render settings, make sure that I have Maya on there. Again, going through the render settings here, I'm just going to go quickly. This size is okay for the challenge, so I'll leave it at 72 resolution is fine. Go over to Maya. If I do want to do production quality, it'll raise that up a little bit more for me with that, but we don't really need to worry too much about that, just as long as I have Maya software render. And I know some of you are having issues with that. I'm planning on doing a Zoom soon with you all and try to figure out what's going on there. Let's go ahead and hit render. And now you can see I have a bowl. 2 bowls, but one has a flat bottom. And that's how you create a bowl. In the next video, I'll show you how to create an arch in the wall.